Hi, it's Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions, and we are here in the middle of the Psychology of Success Week. And today we're talking about success dynamics. So what are success dynamics? Success dynamics is how we keep the momentum going as we're trying to fight for this idea of success. It's staying with our eye on the ball, our eye on the prize. We're trying to stay connected and focused to what our vision of success is, and we're ignoring and blocking everything that can deter us. And as we know, external validators, comparisons, self-sabotage, they all feed into what breaks us away from success. Look at yesterday's video. So let's look at some dynamics of success. There are 4 key dynamics to success. And that is the momentum effect. Once you kind of get one win, then you're ready to get another win. So you're really just putting the processes out there. And as I've said before, we cannot control our outcomes. We can only control the processes we put in place. So when we put out processes constantly and we're continuing to just focus on the processes and the purpose that is behind what we want for success, then you can't fail because you're just providing that purpose-driven work. And that's the momentum effect. It's just get the processes out there, see what works, see where you want to pivot, but no judgment. There's no shame in the game. There's no judgment. Just be present, be purpose-driven, and things will come towards your success. If you live within your values will show up every day. The next one is the synergy factor. So really what we're doing is we're looking at kind of our values are like right there first thing on the brain. We're wearing t-shirts that say, these are my values. We have got our values, our plan, our vision of success on the forefront of our mind. So every time we talk to somebody, every time that we interact with something, no matter what is happening, we are like, where's my values? And we have these clear boundaries that we're setting up in an effort to put out and connect with what our values are. And what that's doing is we're putting the energy out there. The next group that's starting in 2 weeks on November 18th and 19th is all about emotional regulation. And one of the things that we're covering is manifesting positive energy. And this right here is your big success dynamic. Everything about you is about your success. Then everything that comes to you is related to your success. Let that one sink in. Everything is about you that is connected to your success, and everything that comes to you is related to your success. You see it everywhere, and it's hard to even not see it. And you're like, oh, I don't want to bring it up right now, but did I tell you I wrote a book and this is what it's about? It's like, it's just sitting there. It's just this beautiful experience where life is serving you constantly and you're just taking in all of the data and you're putting all the pieces together. It's a really, really beautiful experience. I highly recommend. It's a really, really great experience. The next one is Adaptation Cycle. So what we're doing is we are doing those strategic pivoting. So we're seeing what's coming in, and we're like, okay, does this work for me? Is this serving me or am I serving it? So we're really being mindful. We're being present. We're using our values as a filter, and then we're pivoting to see how our values can fit. And we can say yes to the moments that present to us. The last one is the integration path. And that really is building a life harmoniously integrated with our values. So we're looking at real deep things. We're making pretty big decisions to say, last week we talked about, and in the workbook, we have the quiz to say, what are my values? Is my work life balance aligned with my values? And so that would be a big indicator for this one. It's really saying, like, am I doing the things that emulate any resemblance of what my values are? Am I doing the things that get me towards success? So I have a client who wants to start a nonprofit and has just recently kind of been in this transition from caregiver into wanting to get into the working world. And, you know, does that person start the nonprofit? Does that person work for a similar nonprofit? Do they build a sister nonprofit, like a local that's from the bigger organization? Do they do something similar? And so this is really connected to that. It's like you have a chance, or you're really unhappy in your role and you don't like what you do. And so you have a chance. You have a chance to figure out, well, what's the big idea? What do I want? If I want to serve others, what does that look like? Because we can help everybody all day long. I can just go to any grocery store and start grabbing carts and putting them up. I can help people in any way, shape, or form. What do I want to do? What gives me joy? What gives me meaning? And how do I make a living with that? And so what we're doing is we're zooming close and saying, this is what I want. And then we're zooming out and say, but what are the pieces? What's the roadmap to getting there? How do I emulate living the life I want today? And I do this with diets too. You know, everyone says diet starts tomorrow. It doesn't. If you want to live a healthier life, if you want to lose 10 pounds, then you start today. I don't care it's your best friend's birthday. I don't care that you have something big going on. You just got a promotion you want to celebrate. If you want success, you start today. And that does not mean restricting and binging. That's OCD, restricting and binging. There's this obsession, compulsion, and we're just trying to have all or nothing. Anxious thoughts, dichotomous thinking. What we're trying to do is find balance. So if you want to lose 10 pounds, then find a healthier relationship with food. And that may mean that when you go out and celebrate your big raise, you have one drink instead of 3. It may mean instead of getting the steak that you want, you get chicken. Or maybe instead of getting the butter and blue cheese that goes on top of the steak, you're just having the steak. Instead of getting the French fries, you're having the salad or the vegetable medley. It's choosing one thing. That's it. We're not saying change your whole life today. We're saying choose one thing. If you want success, find one thing that you can pivot to today that emulates what you want in your future. So that is what I have for you on success dynamics. I've got a great handout, so go into the description, click on the link. I've got some really great work and stuff and accessories, some bonus material this week. It's just, this is my passion. And so I really hit it hard this week so that you can get the framework of what success is. And when you're ready, I am here to help you achieve anything that you want. I am Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions. Thank you so much. Hi, it's Jennifer Evans. I hope you are liking my videos. If you do, please comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. If there's topics that you're just dying to know about, and why do I do this and why do they do that, I would love to answer them. I do come from a cognitive behavioral background, but as we see in some of my videos, I love object relations. I love attachment theory. I love Erickson and his psychosocial developmental theories. So I do pull from a lot of different places in order to kind of build out that our thoughts, our feelings, our behaviors, something triggers it, and there's always a consequence after it. And that is the beauty of life and why we have a lot more control over our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors than we give ourselves credit for. This is a huge passion of mine, a calling, if you will. And I am here to support you. I've written 2 books, and I've got the goal is 3 a year. So I've got several that are coming out in different on different topics. But what we have right now, and you can go click on the Amazon link in the video descriptions below, but we have Saying Goodbye to Bad Brain. This is going to go and teach you everything you need to know about your negative narrative. So if you feel like life is hard and it just feels like you don't understand people, or you don't understand why somebody you love keeps making the dumbest mistakes and decisions, what is their problem? They have bad brain. Go read about it. Find some empathy. Find some grace, because that is just them recapitulating their past. And we do it for ourselves and other people do it to us. And so when we know what they're doing, it makes it feel a lot less annoying and a lot more like we have agency over those experiences. So saying goodbye to bad brain. I also just released, and I'm very excited, is Key Steps to Living a Happier and Healthier Life. This is a workbook that is going to help you define what your values are, what success is for you, and what your vision of success, and it is going to go through everything that stresses us out and makes us live in suffering and despair, allow that bad brain to get involved, and instead of living in the present. So this will go through all the main things: building a work-life balance, being able to be good enough, finding radical acceptance, decision making, which who would have thought that that was something, but it really breaks everything down that prevents you from living a happier and healthier life, and then allowing you to challenge those thoughts so that you can. So these are the key skills. So in my practice, I take the ABC model from Albert Ellis, through CBT. And I kind of open it up to this kind of overarching trajectory. And so we have awareness, acceptance, action. So the 3 A's of my treatment support with others, whether that's coaching or in therapy, through my books, and I have success groups as well. So I've got a lot of supports, and I use the same model. And that is, we need to build awareness about kind of why we do the things we do. We accept it. We don't agree, but we accept, okay, this is kind of my trajectory. I can see how it all comes together. I see trending patterns. I see how I act the same way. Actually, I get frustrated, but yet I'm acting the same exact ways because it is predictable, because that's my brain. It's bad brain working. It's a really good book. And so then we have action. And so I teach you lots and lots of ways to understand what the brain is doing and how to counter, how to challenge, counter, and do opposite actions. And so we have lots and lots of ways. The Bad Brain book has tons of ways in which we do that. And then the workbook has ways to start reflecting. We have exercises, activities, and journal prompts. And this book will actually, Key Steps to Living a Happier and Healthier Life, will follow my success group. So it is a 6-month success group. We break it down into 9 weeks. This is part 1, is living a happier and healthier life. Then we're going to have, we also have a part 2 section and a part 3. So you can come in at each of those sections, and it will have a continuous flow. Part 2 is our emotional regulation. So we're really looking at the relationship we have with ourselves and how the bad brain comes in and makes us reactionary, and how to calm and be more action oriented. Part 3 is interpersonal skills. How do you relate with others? How do you make yourself available? The key to life is you can't control the outcomes. You got to put all those processes out there. How do you put yourself out in that process to help others and to let others help you? That is section 3. We do have a subscription program, so accountability is everything, and it is in my first part of this workbook. So you can sign up, go to my website, counselingwellnesssolutions.com. It is in the description, and check out all of these great programs that I have set up to help everybody live a happier and healthier life, no matter where your state of change. Thank you so much. Please like and share my videos. I would appreciate it. Thank you.